What is up, guys? Okay, so the weather here in South Florida is horrible. I hope you guys can hear me, and I hope there's no weird static. Um, Not really going to get to do a whole lot this weekend due to it being raining all weekend. I did pick some things up. They're not ethical, and basically, from what I'm hearing on the forums, is you can't do it. So what's that mean? Give it a damn try. All right, so this is what I got so far. All right, I picked up for free some 4th gen tow mirrors. Now, to give reference, that's a 2nd gen sport mirror to the 4th gen. Look how much bigger it is. So it's gonna look like moose ears no matter what I do before I even flip them up, which I'm not going to. And as you can see, the bolt pattern is horribly different. But I think I can make something work. I'm gonna have to make my own holes. But from what I can find, it is doubled there. So, and it does have support. So I gotta kind of figure out what I want to do. Not really 100% yet. I might, since I got room, no matter what I do, I'm gonna have room. I might take a piece of steel, box this in, or make it to where it works with the 4th gen square, drill holes here, put them through there, tighten them up, and then send through the 4th gens also and tighten them up. Now there is going to be a gap. You can't avoid it. It's because that's there. I figure if I get some weather stripping or something along those lines, I should be able to get it to work and look pretty OEM. Of course, it's not going to look right on the truck because they're going to be huge, but that's the name of the game. Now, another thing is, I got this. It's just roughly fitted on now, but it's just a sport bumper skin. But if you look at the line right there, that line's not too far off from my sport bumper line. And if I angle it right, now yes, it's stuck out, but it's going to be pulled back in. It's about the same distance from there to there, sticking out from the front. If I cut that bottom dip line, or maybe that top dip line, all the way over, I should be able to push that back far enough and rivet it. Do flat rivets, and of course body filler or plastic filler, something along those lines. I gotta pop out the dent. I might be able to rivet it and get it to fit right to where I'll have a sport bumper. Now, as you can see, it's the top sticking out a little farther, where if I get it just right and I cut this lip out here, I might be able to rivet it and keep the same contour side as my sport bumper on both sides. Have the rivet all along the top, body fill it in, and then all I'll do, I'll put mesh there, black mesh, so you won't see that. I'll get the mesh filler piece and spray paint that part of the sport bumper black. For the holes over here, I might just cut them out a little bigger so I can put LEDs in and just trim the bottom of the sport bumper off. Who knows, I might even trim it off just right and connect the bracket for the bottom, make a little bracket piece, connect it to the bottom, so the bottom of the 4th gen sport will look right. It's going to take a little work. little body work I'm not really used to, but you know, I got to learn. And what better way to learn is do something I don't see anyone else doing. Everyone's throwing 3500 front bumpers on, and they don't look right. They're just slapping them on. There's weird gaps between the headlights. And I don't like that. I want it to look like it was meant to be that way from factory. So I'm planning on following this contour line. Either this one or this one, I don't know yet. First I'm gonna start with this one, of course. Keep it straight. I might even be able to line it up with that line and keep it straight across. So this sits right on the sport bumper line. Take this off. So it sits right on that sport bumper line. Or I might drop down and just run this one. And if I run that one, I should be able to get it. Now I do have to get new brackets for my sport bumper to get it to set right. But I figure if I cut that front lip off there, where it's bowed out, cut that off, I should be able to use it. Maybe I'll even cut out the license plate down where the opening is there. I'll cut it out on the Sport. See what kind of support's back there. But I think overall it's going to come out looking nice. And not like anything else you really ever see. It's going to kind of have a feel of a 3500. But you know what? It's a Sport. So I got to keep it a Sport. So we'll go 4th gen Sport. We'll have 4th gen tow mirrors. No mirror there, looks a little weird. But we'll go 4th gen tow mirrors. Only because they stick out. Who knows? Maybe I'll switch them out with my wife's. Maybe I'll give her the tow mirrors. And then I'll take her mirrors, which are a little shorter in. Around an inch or two, it seems. And these are about 4 inches longer. So I'll do that. Get that all done up. Once I get that body on, that's pretty good. We're going here. So this might be going away. This piece. I'm in talks right now to get a set of 4th gen front seats, the center console, and a complete radio bezel with the stock radio. I don't need an aftermarket one. And if that's the case, I won't need to do all this fancy stuff, because is what I'm going to do is I found one without heated mirrors. In Florida, we don't really need heated mirrors. They're not life or death. If that's the case, there's enough room from here to here to perfectly cut out the old shape and just have it sticking through. And I'll put washers or something on this side and this side. I'll make a bracket from here to here on the back half, and I'll have it just sticking so it sits just barely where it only comes out, because of course it's crooked. So I'll have it a little uneven, maybe tilt it a little bit more towards me, but I'll have it sitting like that. So it's going to be basically just this little bit that's sticking out. That's going to be maybe the next one. Like I said, I still got to take that out, touch up the little white dots. Redoing my headliner still. Switching all those to LEDs. I'm going to take that back piece off. I got white face plates coming, so I'm going to put those in just to give it a little bit of a newer feel, like a 3rd gen style feel. Like I said, I am getting this. I'm in the talks right now with the steering wheel that's in decent condition. So I will be putting a 3rd gen steering wheel, since you can't do 4th gen yet. The spines are different. And who really knows? Who knows? Maybe I'll get a set of 4th gen back seats. I'll make a straight bracket to mount them. I know they're longer than these, but is what I'll do. I'll basically de-skin it like I did my center console, and I'll cut them thinner so it sits back. Maybe it comes out the same as here on the sides. The center will be a little kicked back more, but and I'll mount that, and I'll kind of just tuck the fabric in the back where there's no foam. So that's always an option there. Still got to finish my door panels. I still got a lot of stuff to do, but I'm slowly piecing things together. I got to cut this down so I could stick that back on there. Hopefully within the next week, starts looking better, and I start getting a lot more of the stuff. So that's really it this week. Like I said, not a whole lot going on. Hopefully in the next week, I'll be picking up all the stuff to complete the AC unit, so I can start getting those lines ready to run out. Hopefully I'll be able to get them front seats so I can get those in next week. Get that radio bezel set right so I could use that, and mount my AC controls in that with the good knobs. Not the one, like I said, don't need heated mirrors. We live in Florida. I'll never use it. I never used them before. But really that's it. Hopefully we'll get this 4th gen bumper on to look right. Like I said, I got a lot in store. A lot of it was just the holidays, working, and money. So I'm trying to get that better for you. Hold on one moment. So like I said, I'm trying to get that better for you. I'm trying to get all that situated and worked out. But yeah, that's really what I have going on right now. Those are the plans. Those are the goals. Comment down below if you think that the 4th gen mirrors sticking out are going to look good, or if they're not. Comment if you think maybe this sport bumper is going to look different. Like I said, I haven't found it. I've searched all over the internet. The closest thing is just making the bracket and bolting on a stock bumper. I'm going to do this more like a body kit style bumper where I rivet it and body fill it in. So let me know what you think about that. Like and subscribe and share if you want to support the channel, support the build. Just pass it on. Try and keep the views up. I appreciate everyone who's been watching, commenting, asking questions. You know, I'll try and help out with as much as I can figure out. But I'm learning this just as fast as I'm showing you guys. So enjoy the videos and take it easy.